The state attorney and the presidency wants former President Jacob Zuma to pay 28 million rand spent on his corruption trial defense. Initially, a letter was sent to Zuma demanding that he pay 18 million rand, which the state attorney says was not the correct amount. The figure was subsequently adjusted to the 28 million. Mzwanele Manyi, Jacob Zuma Foundation spokesperson, joins us now for this discussion. Mr. Manyi, a very good morning. Good afternoon to you. Thank you for your time. Just months before the court-ordered claim against the former president would have prescribed, the state attorney and presidency have now launched legal action against him. What's your reaction to this latest development?
Good afternoon, Paul, and your viewership. We have received the notice of motion, and contained in that notice of motion is a period of 30 days within which His Excellency President Zuma needs to respond to it one way or the other. So indeed, within that 30 stipulated days, His Excellency President Zuma will indeed indicate his attitude towards the whole situation.
So by the use of the word attitude, are you insinuating that perhaps the former president has a choice on whether or not to pay, or is that the approach that is being considered?
No, look, fact of the matter is that when His Excellency President Zuma was spending all these monies, it's money that he was spending in the office. So the reason the state attorney is going to court is because it's a debatable issue. Otherwise, they would have just sent an invoice. So it's a debatable issue, and indeed it will be debated in court. I mean, like right now, as I speak here now, Ramaphosa is already way over that amount already on issues that sometimes it's even difficult to relate to how they relate to the office. For instance, the DA had lodged something about the killer deployment of the ANC, but it took the entire government ministers to go and deal with that situation. Yet the charge was against the organization. So it's those kinds of inconsistencies that need to be ironed out, so that we just understand whether this is a genuine thing, or it's just vindictiveness, or they're just trying to distract President Zuma. So all of those things will be ironed out in court.
An affidavit by State Attorney Isaac Chowe reveals that in 2006, on the 22nd of August, an agreement, Zuma gave an undertaking to refund the state's attorney on demand of all the costs incurred in connection with his defense, should the court find that he acted in his personal capacity and own interests in the commission of the alleged offences against him. With that in mind, how does this now, place the former president in his considerations on the approach and the attitude, as you put it, to this matter?
The operative word in what you've just said is should the court. So the court has not done that. So it's just don't cross the bridge when you get to it.
Yeah. So with the preparation in the 30 days, what are some of the big considerations that will be made to ensure that some sort of response is given before that time lapses?
No, well, if I do that, I would then be scooping what the lawyers will be saying. Indeed, whatever will be said, you will hear when papers are prepared and submitted in a public document. And as things stand right now, all the discussions are still pretty much privy and internal matters that are within the President Zuma stable. It would be irresponsible for a person like me to be divulging those details.
Yeah, it wouldn't be nitty-gritties per se, Mr. Manyi, just to give us a sense of the kinds of considerations that are being made. But we know that the former president has always maintained that he was innocent and entitled to full state funding of his litigation costs because he said that he was accused of crimes directly linked to his role in government. Is the preparation along that narrative?
Yeah, I'm happy that you already at least know that part. I think let's keep it to what you know. It's probably going to be with that, which you've just said, and many other things as well. So I can't say much more than that, please bear with me. But President Zuma will deal with the matter, and he might change his mind and do this or that, I don't know, as things stand. So I think the prudent thing to do is to wait out the 30 days.
Very well. Let's leave it there for now. Mzwanele Manyi, Jacob Zuma Foundation spokesperson. They're joining us for some response to the state and the presidency wanting former President Jacob Zuma to pay 28 million rand spent on his corruption trial defense.